Alright, once you get done pinching everything, make sure you keep saving. ZBrush sometimes is notorious for taking your work with it. Okay, so just do that for me. Um, Shift and Control. Let's kind of concentrate on the wings now, and we'll get back to these forms. What I like doing is finishing out my first thought before I go into my second. So here, let's work with the same workflow that we did before. Again, let's go Alt Tab out to here, and you can see the wings right here are just all these little webs, and I'm going to try to capture this via texture, but I'm going to work with the same workflow I've been doing. So I'm going to type in wings and kind of look at the breakup of this, and you can see the breakup here. That's a nice representation of it. And it has some strong forms coming in here, and then it has this web. So it looks like it has a few webs going this way, and then all the rest is broken up with little tiny squares. Now that's going to take a while, but it's going to be well worth it. Let's look at more of an here. Okay, so it follows along a few times, and then broken up with squares. Okay, good. Get in your head, and then go back to ZBrush. And doing that right there, what I just did, that really helps you start developing your artistic ability. I mean, don't keep looking at the same reference. Look at the reference and then go to ZBrush and then do what you need to do and then go back. Sometimes you'll find that it will repair what in your head, what needs to happen as far as memorizing for a brief period of time and then going back. Okay, and I'm trying to make a really small brush, so I'm looking at maybe even, yeah, something along this line. And I'm just going to add a few strokes in here. And again, I'm going to do that for this one. Coming off the form, then coming onto the form here. And I noticed that there was some webbing that crossed them every once in a while. Just like that. And I probably want to take up, most of the areas with some of these smaller ones, and then go right to the edge. Here I might take this one and go out to the edge that way. And I'll put a couple strokes like that. Okay, now I can zoom in and start concentrating on working with these little tiny forms. And notice I don't have enough resolution for the little tiny forms. And that's where I start thinking, okay, I got to divide for the wings. Okay, so I shift and control and divide. And this all leads back to the uniformity of polys. Now, if I spent or put some more edge loops back in these areas ahead of time, I wouldn't have to go so high in resolution to produce anything really nice here in ZBrush. So now I can see. So I'm just gonna kind of crisscross these and play around. Notice it says drawing in dots. Okay, let me undo that. ZBrush 4 has a freehand, and you notice it's more reliant on straight lines. Also, what I can do is take my stroke and the lazy radius, I can kind of move that this way, and let's see what happens there. Okay, more dots, and let's put it this way. Way more dots. Okay, so I know this way. Alright, so it was good where it was, which was somewhere around there. And here's a lazy step. Let's kind of play around with that. Ooh. So basically, we have to take our time. Wow. There we go. And it won't really matter anyway because all this is really tiny details. It's going to be really small. But I'm going to see if there's another brush that would probably do this a little bit better. And that is... There's a brush in here. Slash brush. There it is. So let's kind of check out the slash brush and see if that's working for us. And we'll do the lazy mouse on it. And see how there's not enough detail in the area to really count. So, no. So I'm going to go back to the standard brush. And I think I'm going to take lazy mouse off. And increase this a little bit. There we go. And just kind of scrub in some falsified details. Since I don't have enough resolution to actually make it really detailed, I can rely on pinch a lot here. So you're only good as the amount of polys that you have at your disposal, and your machine speed too. I mean, really, I could divide this up to like 10 if I wanted to, but then I couldn't capture any video either. So. Alright, now you can guess what you have to do is finish out the wings and meet me back in the next video because I'm running out of time.